I think I'm getting thrown into this because I was already told a few weeks ago when I threw away my horror movies that to just go on and start telling my testimony of different things. So I guess I'm going to start today. My name is Shanika and I have a testimony. We're going to do it in a lot of portions because I don't know how long TikTok or any of these social medias will let me talk. So, of what I can honestly remember, all I can tell you is when I was younger, I went through hell and back. I had no value for my life, none whatsoever. You see all this? Mind you, these was here when I was younger. I started cutting myself when I was 11 years old. Anybody know why a person would cut themselves up like this? Folks that's been cut up like this, that cut themselves up like this, know why they cut themselves up like this. They call it a borderline personality disorder. And it's based off how you perceive yourself and this and that. But we're going to get down to the real nitty gritty. You cut yourself up like this and you hate yourself like that when you are younger and somebody SAs you. Or the M word. That's what happens to you. So we're going to start with that. That's a generational curse right there, because it didn't only happen to me. It didn't only happen to my child. It's in the bloodline. Real good in the bloodline. I ain't going to call nobody name because this one ain't that is not what this is about, for me to call out people. No. I'm telling my testimony, what happened to me, things that I went through as a child, going through things, was raised by my grandma and my great aunt. My mom didn't raise me. I ain't here to bash nobody, to do anything, say anything horrible about anybody or anything like that, but she didn't. And I had a lot of problems with that because I could never understand why you never loved me, why you never cared about me. But my grandma and my great aunt cared about me and they loved me. And my great aunt raised me in the Bible. The first thing she taught me was the 23rd Psalm and the Lord's Prayer. I've always had faith and was always from a background of knowing who the Lord was and knowing who Jesus was. Honey, if I told you some of the things that I went through, some of the things that I have seen, some of the attacks that I've been under, honey, seeing angels and seeing demons, being able to be a seer along with other gifts that God has given me, it is what it is. But I went through hell having that. I went through hell going with it. Everybody telling me that I'm crazy. You're not seeing this, you're not saying that. But thank you for my grandma. Thank you for my great aunt that stood by me and understood that I was not crazy and understood spiritual things